Back to this channel once again, and in this video I'll be going to discuss another parameter passing method in ILE RPG. So that is start string with a constant value, means with call by value, and read only reference method. So here we'll be passing the pointer as a parameter to the procedure prototype, or we can pass a string. So how we can achieve that? So let's see. So I have created this example ILE PGM21. Okay, so let's open that. So you can see that this is a module, and this will going to be a module and an ILE program. Here this is the main procedure where the calling of the sub procedure is made. Okay, this is the sub procedure, so the body part and the procedure interface for that. Just okay, the procedure interface for that, and this is the procedure prototype, which is just for the compiler purpose. Okay, now you can see, now you'll be seeing that how we can pass a pointer uh, or a string whenever we define the parameters with a type pointer, and how we'll be returning the pointer value. Okay, so you are seeing that I have created one sub procedure named pass pointer or string by const or value. So I'm showing you both the way in this single sub procedure, that how we can pass, how we will be using the const or value both. So I'm using the both approach, means read only reference and call by value. So you can see that these two parameters are prototyped here, defined here as a definition. So so this is just for compiler purpose. You can see first one is const, means read only reference, and the second one is call by value. And I defined options star string, means either I can call this sub procedure. Okay, either I can call this sub procedure with by passing a string, or by passing the pointer. So I can do by both way. Okay, so either I'll passing the uh, address, or I'll passing the data in a string. Okay, so how will I be going to do that? So before going into that detail, I just see what is the procedure body of this saying. You can see this is the beginning and this is the end of the procedure. Sub procedure pass pointer or string by constant value. Now this is the procedure interface, means here we are accepting the entry parameters as a pointer. So those pointers are defined as ptr1 and ptr2, or you can see that here star is used, which is denoting that this is a pointer variable, and we are accepting those two parameters as const or value method, means read only reference and call by value method. So these are defined as it is. Okay, and I specified options as a string, so I can either pass a string or a pointer whenever I am calling this sub procedure. So both way I can do that. So if someone is okay with the pointers passing the addresses, then he or she can pass the pointer, or if he or she is okay with passing the string, so he can do that also. So both the ways this sub procedure can be called. Okay, so we can see that these are the two input parameters, and we will be returning one pointer which is holding the result. So we are accepting two pointers. Okay, and this is, you can see that this is a string of 20 characters, and what we are doing, we are just uh, summing these two strings. Okay, how we are doing that? But see this is a pointer. Okay, and this is holding the address. So that's why we used a function, or you can say opcode percentile str. So percentile str means what it does, so it works on a basing pointer first thing. So ptr1 is the pointer, so it will be working on a pointer. Okay, so what it will do, it will add a null terminated string at the with the on the data, or with the data which is present at that address. So whatever address is here with this ptr1, it will add a null string at the last, okay, and then it will convert that to a string, okay. So it will basically trim that, okay, and the same thing will be using this, okay. Then we will be adding those two strings. For example, the first thing is a and the second thing is b, so ab, the result will be ab without any spaces, okay. Then then the result is in string parameter, string variable, okay, which is defined as 28. Now we are returning a pointer variable, so we cannot return the string here, so we need to return the address of that string. So what I did, I used %addr opcode, which means which will be passing the address of, which will be returning the address of this string variable, okay. So it will return the address of the string variable to the calling. So this is the procedure body and procedure interface, okay. So here we are accepting two pointers or strings and we are returning the pointer, okay. Now this is the calling in the main procedure, you can see. So first time I am passing the address, or the second time I'm directly passing the string. So both way I'm showing you that both way this will work, okay. Let's see. So this time I'm using the procedure name, so procedure name, and passing the first parameter, which is pointer. So I'm passing the address of str1, so str1 is 20a, okay. So I'm passing the address of str1, so which is holding, that address is holding this data test a, and then I'm passing address of string 2, str2, on the second parameter. So basically I'm passing the addresses, okay, means I'm passing the pointer. So then it will return me a pointer, so I'll be picking that address into this ptr variable, okay. Then once this address is returned in ptr, it means that now it is not null. Initially you are seeing that a pointer is defined and a string is defined, and this is the string which is based on this pointer. So we can define a basing pointer, okay, in ILE RPG, and not in ILE RPG, in RPGLE, okay. Not only in ILE RPG, in RPGLE we can define a basing pointer, means we are defining a pointer variable like this, and so this will hold the address. So to see any so to check the data in that address, we need to base any uh, you can say any variable or any string on that pointer variable, okay, so that we will be able to see the data. So at the first instance the pointer is initialized as null, so if we are trying to put some data in ptr string, we will be getting that error, that is pointer not set for reference, okay, like that. Since the pointer is initialized as null, so no address is assigned to that. So how we can uh, or how we can assign a value to that, to this string, because this is a dependent on ptr. So ptr str is dependent on ptr, means the basing, this is the basing pointer, so this is based on this string, okay. So once this pointer is initialized with some address, then only we can assign some data here. So once a pointer is returned, we will be able to display the pointer string, else we won't be able to display the string, okay. Then what I'm doing, I'm changing the data in string 1 and string 2. Now initially it was initialized as test8 sb, now I'm changing it to test c and test d, okay. So after that I'm calling this procedure again. Now this time I'm not passing the address, so you can see I'm simply passing str1 colon str2, and I'm returning the pointer and displaying the based string on that pointer, okay. So what happen in case of a string? So let me debug this, then I'll be telling you what happened in case of a string. So how it accepting, how it is working in case I'm passing a string, but that is a pointer variable. So that's the concept we must know. So let me compile this. Okay, just sign off. You can see RRT job. Job. we can also work member BD. So now compile this. So whenever I'm compiling this, I'll be setting the debug viewer star source. So the module is created. Now create the program, create PGM, ILE PGM 21, ILE PGM 21. So the program is created, work obj ILE PGM 21. Let's see. So both module and program are created. Just do DSP PGM here. So we are seeing that the module is binded, and this, so it is not showing those procedures because those procedures are not exported. This is in the same module, so it is called in the same module, and it has a main function, main procedure also. Okay, so let's debug this. ILE PGM 21. Set the breakpoint at line number 1. Call ILE PGM 20. Okay, let's see. So initially, if I look, so string 1 is test A, string 2 is test B. Okay, pointer is initialized as null. That's what you can see, that initialize as star null. But in case if I'm not initializing that, then in that case also it is null always. Okay, so you can see if I do ptr f11 on ptr str, you can see pointer not set for location reference. So in case if pointer is not set, I cannot see the data or I cannot do anything on that. If I am going to assign some value to this ptr str, I'll be getting that error, pointer not set for location reference, like this. Okay, let's do F5. So I'm here, so I'm passing the address of string 1 and string 2. Shift F10. So you can see I received the address ptr1 and ptr2. This is the address. So how can I see the value which I received at which is present at this address? Eval, just do eval ptr1 colon c, then the length. Okay, the length is 20. We can see that pointer 1, at the address of pointer 1, the pointer 1 which is the address holded by the pointer 1 is having the value test A. Okay, so in case of ptr2, what ptr2 address holds, it is holding test B. Okay, so this time I passed the pointers, means the address. You can see, so I passed the addresses. Those addresses would not have the null character inserted the last. Okay, so this percentage string function will do that it will insert the null character at the last of those strings or those datas, and it will add them, and by trimming them, or it will give me the result in string. So string is holding test A, test B, so there is no space in between that because we have trimmed the data. Okay, now what I am doing, I need to return some value, sorry, some address, or you can say I need to return some pointer. So I am passing the address, I am returning the address of this string. So string is holding the result test A, test B, so I am returning the address of this string. Okay, so this will return the address. So you can see this was the call where I was passing the string 1 address and string 2 address. Now I got ptr. Earlier this was initialized as null. Now if I look at ptr, you can see this is having the address. Okay, now if I check the data at this address colon c 20, You can see that we have received the correct address, which is having the data test state SB. So this address was written by the %addr function of string. So we return the address of a string. Okay, so that's correct. Now it will display this data. So so this data will be based on we have seen the data at this address ptr. So ptr str is based upon this pointer. So this is the based or you can say dependent string on this pointer. So because this is the basing pointer, so it will display the data test state sp. Okay, now I change test string 1 and string 2 to test c and test d. Okay, now I'm passing the strings directly. So in this case, what happens, the main concept is here. So what happens, the OS internally assigns these values to some temporary addresses. Okay, and then it adds the null pointer by itself. Okay, so it adds the null pointer by itself, and then it will pass the addresses of those two strings which I am passing. So basically this will be handled by the uh, OS shift F10, because we have used the options star string. So in case of options star string, OS will handle that it will pass some temporary address which will hold that string. But we, as in our program, we are basically passing the string. So it seems to us that we can pass a pointer or a string. So we can write like that, we can pass a pointer or we can pass a string in our program, but internally OS will do that. Will pass the string, pass the address of the temporary string, and the temporary address, you can say, where this string was placed, which you are passing. Okay, now you can see, since you have passed the string, as you can see, but you are receiving the addresses. Okay, because that is passed by the OS internally. So if you look at address, earlier ptr1 is having test C, test A and test B. Okay, now check eval ptr1 colon C 20. Now this is holding test C. So since you have passed the string, but it is receiving the pointer, so it was done by the OS. Since because you use options star string, just do this ptr2 colon C. So ptr2 is holding test D. Okay, now you can see the result, test C test D. It will return the address of a string. So you are getting the address, this one. So let's see what you received. So this address is holding the data test C and test D now. Okay, this will display test C and test D. This is the end of the program. Just do and debug. So you have seen that how options star string works and how you can pass a pointer or a string to a particular procedure, sub procedure during the call. Okay, by this way or by this way, simply this is by pointer or this is by string. But I already told that OS will internally handle this, and it will pass the temporary address by placing your string, whatever you are passing, to this procedure, because you have specified options star string. Okay, and I told you about %str thing also, that it will place the null characters at the end of the data. Okay, then it will trim those things. So this is the trim function you can apply. It depends upon you if you want to apply or not. Okay, but you need to apply. You need to apply because you took 20 characters data, and if you add this, so 20 plus 20 will be 40. So if you return something, you will be only returning the 20 characters. Okay, whatever you are receiving in ptr1. So that's why I use trim. Okay, it depends upon you what size, what parameters you are passing. So you can do handle those things or use those data types as per you. I just use a simple way to just give you understanding of this, that how it works. Okay, so that's all in this video. And thank you and have a nice time.